This video series focuses on the elements of design: lines, shapes, forms, spaces, textures, and color. This video focuses specifically on lines. Instructions and printable pages for 5 art exercises are included. There are 9 videos in this series. Be sure to start by watching the introduction and then come back to this video. Let's take a closer look at lines. There are thin lines, fat lines, straight lines, and curved lines. There are jagged lines, zigzag lines, dashed lines, and dotted lines. There are swirly lines, scribbly lines, smooth lines, and rough lines. Short, long, horizontal, vertical, diagonal, and much more. Let's take a look at how famous artists use lines. Then we can create some artwork with lines together. Mondrian is famous for his abstract paintings. He used consistent vertical and horizontal lines in his abstract painting. The lines do not represent anything else. The viewer recognizes the lines as nothing other than lines. Notice how Mondrian used elements of design together. He used different spaces between the lines and different shapes with colors to create an interesting painting. Let's try it. In this art exercise, we will be inspired by Mondrian, and we will create artwork that focuses mostly on lines. Print the worksheet with the 20 cm by 20 cm square grid onto white paper. The light gray lines will help to keep the arrangement of lines and shapes nice and neat. Cut 6 strips of black paper for thick black lines that are 1 cm by 20 cm. Cut 2 squares that are 5 cm by 5 cm, and 1 rectangle that is 5 cm by 10 cm. Use brightly colored paper. Templates have been provided for groups of students who are participating together. A paper guillotine, however, used by an adult will make fast work of this cutting. Arrange horizontal lines within the grid lines. Arrange vertical lines, and arrange the 3 shapes. Adjust the arrangement as needed, and then glue everything in place. There are endless variations. Try it again. Let's take a look at different kinds of lines used by different famous artists. There are rough lines, smooth lines, long lines, and short lines. There are straight lines, curved lines, and wavy lines. There are broken lines, solid lines, and much more. Let's try it. In this art exercise, we will make different kinds of lines for a striped sweater. Start by making 8 different kinds of lines on your planning chart. Use crayons, oil pastels, markers, or pencil crayons on your sweater template. I used oil pastels because I like the bright colors. Fill in the background spaces first using lighter colors. Next, with darker colors, choose at least 4 different lines from your planning chart and add fancy stripes. Fill in all of the spaces. Cut out your colorful sweater and glue it to a bright background. Haring is a famous artist. He used thick black lines around his drawings of people to make them stand out. He used short, repeating lines to suggest movement. Let's try it. First, draw 8 different kinds of lines on your planning chart. Next, cut out the Keith Haring-inspired people. Arrange them on a colorful background. Choose at least 4 different lines from your planning chart and repeat them in the space around your people. Do the people look like they are moving? Egon Schiele is a famous artist. He created beautiful drawings of people with different kinds of lines. Use the templates provided to create beautiful drawings of leaves. Use at least 6 different kinds of lines. Try different drawing tools. Densely packed lines can describe a solid surface, or loosely arranged light lines can describe an airy space. Make these spaces different. Directional repeating lines could describe movement. Try it. Heavy lines or delicate broken lines can be used to describe the nature of an edge. Make the edges different. M.C. Escher was a famous artist who combined mathematics and art. He created artwork that would trick the viewer's eye in an optical illusion. He also created tessellations with shapes that fit together. Let's try it. In this art exercise, we will combine mathematics and art. Use the worksheet to create lines on a graph. Connect the points in the correct order to create a mystery drawing. What did you draw? Can you create your own mystery line drawing for a friend? Tell me about your line drawings in the comments below.